The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Got fucking knocked over. Well, we were just like, okay, it's over there. Anytime Tyrion gets near to it, we'll just bribe him back over to us. Well, he started to head over there, and my mom made the very foolish mistake of yelling, Terry, no, and running towards him. And he's like, oh, Chase? Yay, let's do that. And beeline straight to it. And then face planted directly into it and started rolling around, having the time of his life, and couldn't understand why I didn't want to cuddle on the ride home.
Okay, I have another important question though. Why the fuck are they called cakes?
Because they're compressed into a little, like, cake shape.
It should be a disc. It should be called, like urinal discs or something.
I think it's cake because of the consistency.
In
Maybe
German,
that
we
too,
call them
yeah.
rocks.
It'd be more appropriate.
Speaking of
Yeah,
rocks, no good transition. Hi, everybody.
Have we been talking about urinal cakes for like a minute?
I muted right when you said porta potty for the first time.
Fantastic. Great. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Retroverse. If you hear music, that is Sirenscape. They're super cool. They're $22 every other month for their fantasy, sci-fi, and board game sound sets. Right now, we are listening to Running the Net. And it's super cool. Go check them out. We're using the beta version of the online player so that everybody can hear the same thing. That has it up. But yeah, so that aside, does anybody want to recap what the hell was happening last time?
I was a dog that didn't roll around in urinal cakes.
You think that's the most important thing to discuss here, considering the freaking political assault that happened?
Oh yeah, there was a lot
I think
of political
someone
talk.
blew a urinal cake up during this political meeting. And we all took like 60 damage or something like that.
Close to it.
Oh yeah, we're hurt.
I think it was 57 damage?
I was planning.
57.
No, it was like 30.
No,
30
it's
something.
57.
No. It was a
a
total.
lot.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
57.
It
It was like-
have more hit
it was
points than
like-
I thought.
It was
Ev-
like 40 something damage because I'm at six. I'm almost at a half HP.
Every
wa-
one of you passed, and everyone
Yeah.
took 57 cold damage, I believe.
It was
Everyone took at
definitely
least
enough, I
57.
think, to take some people out if they hadn't made the save, I think.
Yeah. So we were in Neo Tokyo, and we were doing political negotiations, and we were there on behalf of Del Diablo, and we were trying to make sure that we didn't have Neo Tokyo and a bunch of their allies try to come down on Del Diablo on a full-scale war. But the real reason we were there is there's been rumors that maybe some of the presidents and prime ministers and whatnot have been intellect devoured, and not just intellect devoured, but Psyblight intellect devours. Try saying that 3 times fast. And yeah, I was a dog, but I was able to talk to people with very limited telepathy. I think Passion did most of the talking, and that was the plan to begin with, so that worked out pretty well. Onyx surprisingly behaved themselves, which got me very, very nervous.
Yeah, go figure the one time they're on their best behavior, we get bombed.
And then
It's
Demona
me.
had a spy in there. That was the keeping reconnaissance as well, I think.
Keyword was had.
And
could be a lot.
everything was going well, and the DM's like, wow, they're actually taking this political thing seriously. Combat time. And that's where we left off, right?
I mean, not saying it had to be that way, just chances are it happened that way. So if everyone would like to roll initiative, please, that'd be fantastic.
I'm actually surprised I remembered last session. Don't take that as offense. I just usually never remember any previous sessions of any game.
No, you're fine.
Well, I mean, to be fair, how many other games are you in consistently?
That's fair.
Less than 7?
Less than 7.
More than this one is more than enough of an excuse. Or a reason, not an excuse.
Mm-hmm. Gruk got a 15 total.
Okay.
Look at everybody with their 20 pluses in the Zoom chat. Look at Cyberus with their 20 plus in the Zoom
Luke.
chat.
As
went
soon
over
as
20
you
and
said,
looped around.
look at everyone in their 20 plus, and then Luke drops the fucking 3.
Look at
I
everybody
got real
with their 20.
confused for a second because we were talking about initiative and I opened the chat and saw the number 57.
Nice.
You could add that to mine if you want,
Nah.
and divide by 18.
You could use it. You could really use it.
I'm
We would all be appreciative.
I'm wondering if there's like a pointless min-max build that you can do to get your initiative like stupid high.
There's no way to get your initiative above 10, I believe, or yeah, plus 10. Because you can have proficiency, actually not plus 10, plus.
You can
plus
get
5.
like something like plus 15 or something like that.
You can get to
Oh, yeah.
plus 30. I think it's plus 13 because the bard technically
Yes,
adds
gives you half proficiency.
jack of all trades, so it would be whatever your max is plus 3.
Mhm.
There are classes that can add another thing to their initiative too. They can
there?
like add
The
their,
swashbuckling rogue can add their charisma.
That's right, the swashbuckler rogue.
They can add their charisma, and the war wizard, I think.
Oh yeah, the war wizard
can
can do
add
that
their
too.
intelligence.
They can add their intelligence.
Yeah, but they're all. Like,
could see,
I
like,
can't
a-
remember if it's.
It'd be a very
I don't know if
ineffective
they-
build, but I could see you making
it
like a
would
stupid
be.
high initiative. I go first. I only use a cantrip. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
I go first. What did you roll? A nat 1.
What did you roll? Yes.
What did you roll? Does it matter?
Okay, give me a second. I have to write down a lot of NPC stuff.
When the initiative roll becomes just a check for everyone else to see if they can beat your DC, and your DC is at least like the 15 or whatever plus 1 or something. You can get. I'll have to figure out what is the maximum you can get there. It's probably something fun you can do.
There's that Retroverse feat that gives you +5. I don't know what.
There,
That's
yeah.
it.
No, it's not
extreme
plus
speed.
5. It's gives you advantage on your initiative.
It's advantage, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's extreme speed. Is what you're thinking of.
Statistically, that's a plus 5, but it's not actually plus 5. Isn't that how
Alright.
advantage disadvantage? Wasn't that how it averages
Yes.
out? Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's an average of a +5 -5 equivalent.
Yeah, and passive skills, when the passive skill is taken, it is counted as a +5. If you have a, for example, for passive perception or something like that, and if the GM is supposed to add 5 if it's like passive perception, and you have like good hearing or whatever.
Okay. So, to describe the room,
I
let's
believe There's
see.
intestines over there. The spine skull
I
over there.
believe
They're frozen though, so
um,
it's okay.
Amiko, so I'll describe again the individuals that are in the room with you. There is Akari Akito, the woman that walked in a very fancy dress and champagne. She is known as a very skilled businesswoman. There is Emiko Sasaki, who is the woman that is surrounded by a horde of guards. You guys know that she is a expert of corporate law and kind of think she's pretty sus. From the magic that Passion was using, she determined that she's kind of angry at everyone. Both Gruk and Passion were sitting next to her. Mirai Kimura, Demona, you learned that she was once a spy, that she's sort of an old money aristocrat, and that she has a plant within her own staff. That's your the person on your payroll. Passion got the phrase that she needs to be careful around him, meaning Gruk Corgi. And you also know that when you cast your Zone of Truth spell, she neither passed nor failed. It seemed like it didn't have any effect on her. Hayatu Sati is the elf in a business suit that came in with a very obviously armed half-orc bodyguard and was quite rude to Cyberus. Itsuki Yoshida was a human that it did come off as one of the more reasonable individuals in the group. He seemed like he was much more interested in trying to find a peaceful resolution. As well as in this room are dozens of staff that have been serving the meal, various different wait staff holding papers and stuff, and acting President Benziva. Passion, it is your turn at the very top of the round. What do you want to do?
Does there seem to be any of the group of the people in the room who seem like they are an immediate threat? Would be the more thing of who doesn't look surprised by this is the best question.
I'll say this doesn't require an action. This is just based on what is your passive insight?
Passive insight is a 16.
Okay. So based on how you see them reacting, it does seem like Mirai is not surprised whatsoever. Emiko did seem a little surprised, but does not seem worried, as looks like the majority of her bodyguards took the brunt of the damage from that.
Okay, so Mirai is probably the highest on the list of sus. And do they seem like they're about to actively engage in combat? Should be the next big question.
Everyone at this point is engaged to get the fuck out of the way. It's unclear if they plan on attacking or just moving, but everybody is standing up out of their seats and reacting.
All right. Well, to start, Passion is going to, Passion's gonna get to some cover if she can.
Okay.
From the direction where it thing, and then cast on herself healing light.
Okay.
Because I am really hurt. That took over half my HP almost. Oh, so just under it. It almost would have one-shot me if I had failed. And I think I'll use, and actually that only casts a bonus action too, so wow. Actually, to start, I'll just use my healing hands, which just gives me 14 HP. Which is just bonus. Or what? That just uses my action, and that'll be my turn. For now, I don't want to attack someone when I don't know who's going to be fighting. So,
Onyx, what would you like to do? You did, when you were first scoping out this room, notice that it looks like all of Emiko's 6 bodyguards were prepared for an engagement. It wasn't easy to tell if they had weapons on them, but they were clearly trained. But all of you could tell that Hayatu's security guy did absolutely have a weapon on his person.
How alive are the bodyguards still after taking anywhere between 57 and 100 and something damage?
Not doing great, but they did seem to take it better than you expected.
Okay. Big question, is the window still intact?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what floor are we on again?
So whoever blew this shit up brought this, is in this room and brought the explosive with them.
Presumably, yes.
Onyx will dash over to the door.
Or
no.
Or they planted it beforehand.
Yeah,
they're on an opposing roof of a building, and when they saw
so you would know that there is an emergency exit that is in another room behind you, and then there is the pair of elevators that are the 3 exits to this room.
The paravators?
And the elevators are right next to each other.
I assume that the exit ladder is probably the emergency exit probably is something that you have to take the long way and walk all the fucking way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Onyx is blocking the elevators, and I'm going actually one step further. Onyx is smashing the elevator doors in a way that they just get janked. So no,
Okay.
And then she turns around. Nobody leaves. Whoever did this is here.
Okay. I apologize. Terry is getting freaked out. Come here, buddy.
Do I need to roll for that, or is my advantage
What's
in
your
I have-
strength total?
I have plus 10 in athletics, and I have advantage on strength when I
More
rage.
more attacks.
Well, yeah, like
Hera.
what's your strength score?
20.
Yeah, I'll say that you can crush a. Oof. Oh God, you're chubby, buddy.
Chubby doggy, baby.
I'll say that yes, you can crush an elevator door. It's not exactly resisting, and it's meant to be pretty, not necessarily industrial level.
Okay, so what she does, she basically jams her hand like in the middle of it. I don't know if they're like opening to both sides or to one, but I'm just saying they're opening like to both sides.
Mhm.
She's basically clawing like into the metal and
Crimping
just
the
twisting
metal.
it and just twisting it once, so it, like the two sides get like crimped in, like
Okay.
twisted into each other. There's no moving that.
All right. And
I also rage because I don't want to get hit like that again and not have any defenses.
That's fair.
I forgot that I had advantage again on initiative.
Oops.
I need dice, I guess, for this game. Maybe.
Also, if you actually go for it, you can have up to a 23 initiative bonus.
Wow.
Nice.
Cat, you really need that.
You need 3 stats at 20 for that.
I mean, at that level.
But it's still
And
possible.
you need to multi-class War Wizard, Swashbuckler, and any Bard. And you need to be then, obviously, for the Bard thing, you need to be like a certain level.
I think that's 6th
And you
level
need
or
to take the
something?
alert.
What's
No,
Jack
it's
of
pretty
all
early.
No, it's
It's
second
second.
level. You can actually take only 2 levels in Bard, but like your total levels need to be high enough that you get to proficiency bonus of
Yeah,
6.
you need to be a tier
Yeah.
4 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
17
well, I
level or
mean,
higher.
granted, with getting 3 stats at 20, you're gonna have.
So, that's Onyx's turn.
Yes.
So on her turn, Mirai, the former spy wearing like a simple black dress and the scarf over one shoulder with the military pins across it, moves very quickly, and actually towards which of you was nearest? It actually moves towards Cyberus. Does a 21 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. So,
I would like to use a reaction to attack back once you finish.
cool. First I need a Constitution saving throw against poison.
I'm immune to poison.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
Lol.
I got an implant to immune poison.
Okay. I need to do math. That is 19 points of piercing damage. As she pulls from the one sleeve what looks like a sort of retractable blade, and tries to go for your throat. She does manage to slice into you, but it doesn't get very deep. And you can feel that tingling sensation of a poison, but you can also feel your cybernetic doing its work and preventing it from really taking hold and doing much damage. You said you wanted to attack back? Yes?
Yeah, I use my my arms to get an extra reaction counterattack.
Okay.
I haven't attacked in a while. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and I will be using frag strike to get, let's see, 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
This person's not corrupted, correct?
They are not. No.
Okay. That's it.
All right. That is her action, and yeah, no, she doesn't want to be standing next to you anymore. She is going to back up and move to the other side near where Emiko and her wall of bodyguards are. That's her turn. Demona, what would you like to do?
First and foremost, don't get ahead of me, Hera. First off, I need to know if I can see if there are any politicians on the ground that are still breathing. Anybody completely injured that may be down, incapacitated, pissing their pants, anything like that?
It does seem like Itsuki, the guy that seemed like he was the most interested in peace, is down and unconscious, and President Benziva is very injured. And he's injured and like prone, but he is awake at least.
Okay. The one that's unconscious, is he closer to me or to Cyberus?
I'll say somewhere between you. You guys are all kind of crowded around a table. Both of you could get to him just as easily within your like 30 feet movement.
Okay. In that case, before I make my movement, talking is a free action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to follow up with what Onyx said with everyone against the walls, head down. If you're not a threat, you won't be harmed. And I will move over to the downed politician. However, I need Miss Morai to make a dex check, please.
Okay. This is a spell, correct?
Oh, yeah. Please be a cat roll. Please be a cat roll.
It's not a cat roll.
Ah, shit. Don't say 20.
It's two 19s.
It's because you called it out. That's why.
Yeah, probably.
Literally every time you say I'm gonna roll something, I either roll exactly that or I roll the exact opposite.
So
Okay.
the problem was you didn't call the exact number, and that's why Kat didn't get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Can I burn my inspiration point to make that reroll?
Yeah, sure, I'll allow it. Okay, still possibly pass because she does have a decent dex.
Holding my breath here.
22.
Oh, come on. Still passes, but she takes half of 8d6 fire from an immolation spell.
Nice.
Where's my other d8? Wait, d8, d6. Sorry. That's just 4d6. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Rolling
You're cool.
all 8, half that. Each. $30 fire damage. Halved is 15 plus my intelligence modifier, so 20 fire damage.
Okay. She is not happy.
Oh no.
You
Politician
can
isn't happy.
you can see that the scarf around her is sort of burning away, and the one corner of her dress is burnt away to the point where you can see that under it she is wearing what looks to be some kind of very lightweight body armor.
Okay.
But she is still standing and very pissed. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn for now.
Okay. The end of your turn. Hayato, the gentleman in the elf man in a suit with the sort of man bun, stands up from the table, sets his napkin down, and then reaches into his pocket and draws out a sword, which is much bigger than it probably should be. Seems like he has maybe like a pocket of holding.
Hammer spade.
Pocket
and
of
both
compensation.
both him and his half-orc bodyguard look around the room, and converge on Cyberus.
There's a lot going on.
They really have it odd for Cyberus.
It's almost like Cyberus is one of the few people who can take a bunch of hits, and Cat doesn't want to bully the people who have too low HP.
It's honestly like I just hear he'd get bad dice rolls.
Hayato doesn't like Cyberus. That's been established.
Also that, yeah.
He's jealous.
He is going to use reckless attack to get advantage because that sounds like fun.
I'm out of reactions.
And I needed it because
I can't do
rolled
anything.
Garbage. That is another 21 to hit you.
All right, I need new armor.
Rip.
For 13 points of damage.
All right.
And he... Oh, fun. He gets to make multiple attacks.
Reckless lasts the whole round, by the way.
It sure does. That is an even better hit for a 24. And another 24. So... What is...
This is unusual for you.
So a total of 39 damage from this guy this round.
So another 26 after the 13?
Yeah. And then his guard moves in as well. Actually, this one might miss. 15?
Yeah, that misses.
Hey, look at that. And his guard's second attack. 18?
Nope.
Misses. You do see the, it seems as if Hayato is much quicker than the half-orc guard and is not as easy to predict where he's going to aim. The thug, on the other hand, is much easier to predict where he's heading. That's their turns. And they're going to stay up in Cyberus's face. Gruk, what would you like to do? You are at the feet of Emiko, nearest to Emiko, the one that had the group of bodyguards around her. What would you like to do?
Okay, how big is this room? And how tall is it?
Here, X10.
The room that you're currently in is probably about like a 40-foot circle. And
40-foot radius.
I don't remember what that is. Yeah.
Okay.
The ceiling is, I would say, probably 12, 15 feet tall.
Okay. Perfect. How is everyone situated, per se? Like, the people who are injured, are they, like, away from the people that are attacking us at the moment? Or are they away?
Okay, so the, like, staff and kitchen staff and, like, aides and everything are mostly all crowded against the wall. I'll say that Gruk's passive perception is high enough that you can tell a handful of people have slipped into the kitchens to try and get away from this chaos. Emiko is surrounded by her 6 bodyguards, and she does not seem fazed at all by any of this. Mirai just got incinerated by Demona after rushing up to take a stab out of Cyberus. Hayato and his guard are both harrying Cyberus as well, and then Isuki and President Benziva are both on the ground, injured. Itsuki is not conscious. You're not sure if he is breathing or not. It's kind of hard to tell in the heat of battle.
Okay, only 2 more questions. Make them quick. So, first of these 2 questions. On what floor are we on again?
That is a good question.
You're gonna tilt the building so they all slide out.
No, I don't have that far of range.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think that is.
I don't believe that's a thing anyone can do, but it would be interesting.
And if I tilted the building, the whole thing would collapse.
Onyx
Yeah.
could go down a level and like destroy the support structure on one side, and then it would just like
I can destroy the floors here, but I'm not going to because we could get people who are already injured falling down in there.
That sounds like a multi-level battle.
We're not-
That'd be interesting.
We're not here to show off that we can be like Superman and just destroy an entire city just to fight one dude.
There's
Cyberus,
4 of them.
we fought in a stairwell before.
I know, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
The by your guess, you're probably like 400 or 500 feet from the ground.
Okay.
Somebody's getting thrown out the window before this game's over.
Probably not. I apologize. Because my last question is, if I cast Wall of Stone, would I be able to wall them off completely from all the people that are injured? It's 10 by 10 by 6-inch thick stone walls.
You're trying to light bike this wall of stone, aren't you?
And if I have enough, which I doubt I have enough, I was going to use them to wall up the windows that shattered. But if not, I think Onyx
No
would
window
definitely
shattered.
approve.
Nope. Window is not shattered.
Oh, I thought it blew up from the attack.
Nope.
No.
It's ice-proof.
The
Onyx will still prove that I won't block it off in case you want to heed somebody.
So, just so you guys know, the cryo bomb that went off, most of it was ice damage. There was some bludgeoning, but by virtue of the fact that you guys are 400 feet off the ground, these windows are built to withstand some damage. And also, it was very much more centered, which is why the entire staff against the wall isn't dead. So the windows are still there. You could, however, easily make a box to fit these 2 very injured politicians in a way that would make it very difficult to get to them.
Okay, but I think the question was more.
It's more of can I use the wall to separate the battle with the people that are injured?
Oh, to separate the entire battle.
And
Or let's make a
this
kill
is-
dome, pretty much.
And one of those 10 tiles, I'm gonna have placed on top, like, think of it as like Minecraft tiles or something, and I'm gonna have one of them placed up here like a ceiling, and it's gonna be right above Mrs. What's-Her-Face with her bajillion bodyguards that she's huddled with.
Okay, so where do you want the wall to go all the way around the windows?
I just want to separate the people that aren't in this battle from us, and I also want one of the tiles to be above at least one of the groups of bad guys.
The room, I'll say it's how many panels can you make?
I can make 10 of them, and each of them have to be at least 10 by 10, and they're 6 inches thick. I could make 5 20 by 10s, and they'd only be 3 inches thick, but I'm not going to do that.
They also need to be all connected to each other.
Yes.
I wish it told me, like, if you make a ring, you can make a ring X radius.
It does
I'll
that
say
for
that-
like Wall of Ice, right? Wall
It
of
does
Ice
for
is
some, but
something-
it doesn't say that for this. So I'll say that just because
it's based
I'm-
on a grid, they don't have the circle.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the math. You won't be able to
you'd have to
completely
somehow
cut them off. You wouldn't be able to make like a second ring that blocks the staff from this fight, but you could do like a crescent that blocks the majority of them, so they have cover, and you can put it so that that door is behind it, so they can get out freely.
Okay, and can I have any of the panels be above?
I'll say you can have one sort of plank out, like a dock or a what is that? Walking the plank
Overhang,
thing.
an awning.
An awning.
A plank.
yes.
I was thinking walking the plank above Emiko, who is hiding in her sea of bodyguards.
Okay. Well, with all of that complex questioning about our 3-dimensional terrain that we got going on here, I think that'll be my turn as I use that as my action. I would like to do a
Okay.
healing word, but I already cast a spell, so I can't.
All right. It's Emiko's turn. She is looking around at the situation and realizing that things are not going well.
Oh, really?
Well, for whom, though, I wonder? That's the question.
Well, wouldn't they like to know?
And that's kind of why we ask, yeah.
We'll call the CSI people after the fight.
I will say Gruk, you're a regular size corgi, right? Oh no, you're a regular human now because you cast a spell.
Yes. Was I
Um,
muted? Oh my god, I think I was muted this whole time.
I mean,
Oh,
we heard you
no.
talking about the wall of stone.
No, I mean on stream.
I mean,
So,
I
Gruk,
mean, yeah.
Gruk
TLDR,
lost his.
I asked a lot of questions. Obviously, Kat was answering them, and it was me casting a wall of stone.
Also, Gruk was human because he lost his corgi form because of the explosion.
Yep.
That
Oh, I
would've
didn't realize that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to
Um,
cast
so-
this spell otherwise.
I will say Gruk can very obviously see this because you have a decent passive perception and you were looking directly at her. You see Amiko raise her hand and make a fist, and this gold bracelet that she has that you can see is engraved with various different runes glow brightly, and all of the guards move at one to stand up and face you guys, bloodied, beaten, bruised. And within the circle of them, Amiko vanishes.
Did she cast a spell, Cat? Is my first question.
She did not, because it's technology thingy.
Okay, I wanted to
Did not.
confirm because I do have a thing for that, but
Yeah.
I always like to confirm just in case.
I'll say that Gruk, you can easily see she did not do any of the normal, like, movements associated
No
with casting a
somatics.
spell the normal way. It was probably either a magic item, something tech-based, or perhaps a tattoo.
Okay.
But she goes in. You do not see her. But however, her guards do see what was once a dog has now made a plank walking directly in their position. So 4 of them are going to stay where they are, surrounding where
Not a
she had
plank,
been.
Huge ass stone barrier between everything.
Well, they're like an overhang coming towards them.
It's 10 feet above.
2 of them are heading towards Gruk.
Cool.
And because they are together, they have pack tactics. Which, oh god, they really needed. Does a 13 hit Gruk?
No. But I'm pretty sure the next one
How
will.
about a 16?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm just gonna roll all their attacks at once. Also a 15.
How many attacks?
4 total. But so far only 1 of them hit.
Okay. 15 just hits.
And okay, so 3 hits. And because I want to make life easier, I'm just doing average damage. That is 15 total bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I just rolled 3 concentration checks and I made all of them.
Okay.
Luckily. Right. Okay.
That is her turn. That is her guard's turns. In the center of the field, the president is sort of looking around, panicked. Starts reaching into pockets, looking for things. Pulls out a like a prepackaged pill sort of thing, and feeds it to Itsuki. Ikari, the woman with the champagne that looked very unimpressed by the lot of you, sort of cracks her neck, looks around to the group of you guys, and she is going to reach into her bag, and out of this
Counterbag.
little tiny like handbag that she has, pulls out just a
Knife.
looks like a very small sort of energy gun.
No, not the
And-
pew-pews.
God, it's alien gun. Somebody find the mystery chest.
She's actually going to point it at Mirai.
I got that right.
Thank God, I was worried nobody would.
Is that a cat roll?
Pretend she's an enemy and roll it.
There are how many of you?
Oh shit.
Um,
How many can she hit
she-
with the wall stuff? How many it's in sight or not in the barrier way?
So the wall was mostly protecting like the innocent staff, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She's within this room filled with politicians. None of the politicians are really protected much by the wall at the moment, because most of them haven't really fled yet. She aims at Mirai, and sort of as she's doing so, one of the guards, I'll say Gruk, you're actually facing them, so you see this. The guard actually rushes to her and raises his hand to sort of block her aim and throw her off. And you can see that the hand that he's leading with has that same gold bracelet that Emiko is wearing, and it looks like he was pulled in front of her to stop this blast. As she just shoots, and there is now a round hole about that big melted into the glass of the side of this building, where her shot went stray because I rolled a 1. So
Luckily,
that was
luckily this isn't one of those firearms where you nat one and it explodes on you or anything.
no. That was Ikari and Benziva and Itsuki. Cyberus, what would you like to do? You have an assassin that ran up, stabbed you, and then ran away, and then you have a seemingly fairly competent in battle elf douchebag in a suit and his thug bodyguard that just ran up to engage you in combat.
And you said that Atsuki was given some sort of healing object by Benziva?
Yes, it seems so.
Do either of the people in front of me, Hayate and the orc, whose name does not matter, were they injured by ice? Did the ice bombs hit them?
The half-orc was out of range. Hayato did seem like he took some damage from it, but not as much as you would have expected for being like a kind of skinny elf not wearing any armor.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus
you know
action.
that looks can be deceiving, especially with a suit.
Yeah, a suit which no longer seems good enough. I'm going to use my bonus action, activate my arms, and use them to attack Hayato.
Okay,
with
go for it.
With the blade that I have. I moved my sheet. 18.
That hits, yeah.
It's only 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run over to where Demona and I think she was next to Atsuki. And I'm gonna run over to them and stand next to them. So if they get attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, both of them would. Actually, roll with advantage against Hayato because he attacked recklessly.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it'll be a. Nope, it was just a 19.
Okay. So Hayato takes a swing. That is a 14.
Nope.
His thug, however, does get lucky and got a 23
Ooh.
for a total of 6 damage to you.
Okay. I will use my reaction to attack him back.
That's right, you got your reaction back. Go for it.
Yeah. Hold on, I accidentally rolled with advantage, which I don't get. 21
Yeah, that definitely hits.
for 15 damage.
Okay. He is not doing great. Very injured.
And once I make it over to Atsuki and Demona, I will use my stalwart shield as my action.
Oh, okay. All right. Into the round, top of it. Passion, what would you like to do?
Well, you said the assassin lady went over to where AoE lady is, right?
Yes.
How many people can I fit inside a 20-foot radius sphere?
It's basically
So,
the whole room.
Unless the no, the room is, I think I said like 40-foot radius. So you can easily fit both of those two women, provided the one that you don't have eyes on is still in that circle.
Mhm.
And the 3 bodyguards that were remaining around her.
Here is a follow-up question. How many people could I fit inside a 10-foot radius? One. I could probably hit not as many.
So with the 20 foot, you could get all of them plus
I mean, considering where we all were in the beginning, a 20-foot radius would probably hit everyone in the room. That
yeah,
was
but
like,
a lot of you have also moved, and I'll say that
not that much. Like, we moved in engagement with other people, mostly. The only one who moved actually away from anyone is Onyx,
but
who
then
moved to the door.
that's right. But Cyberus, Demona, and the 2 down politicians are now in a bubble that is pretty much impenetrable. So I'll say you would catch a corner of that bubble, and you probably know that you would damage it, but probably not enough to really make it not worthwhile.
You would probably fuck up Gruk, though.
Yes, I'll say you would have a chance of hitting Gruk if you do the 20-foot radius one.
I'll do the 10-foot radius one then.
Okay.
Then I need dex saves from everybody in that radius.
Okay.
As I cast Flame Strike.
Come on, Vex.
Cat's face!
Come on, Vex. Don't make her waste all of her bad dex checks on your spells when I have something up my sleeve that I need bad checks for.
Dex saves.
Dex saves for Vex.
So that is lucky. Mirai, the assassin, got a 24.
Lucky bitch. She's still gonna take a fuck ton of damage.
That guy has huge decks.
What's your DC?
18.
All right. And then for the bodyguards, they actually, that is a fail, and 1 pass.
Hey, Scotty, I'm flame striking the minion boss. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D6s. Wait, hold on a minute. I should grab another one of those ones because they can then balance, change it depending on. There we go. All right. That is a lot of 6s. Oh, wait, hold on. So, one second, I just need to separate all of these out. Because it's separate damage numbers.
While she's doing that, I did just have to ping you with a question, Kat.
I just read it. So,
All right, so in fire damage, non-half, because I'll just give you the non-half, they would take 16 damage plus 18 radiant, and the assassin gets 5 extra damage from that. That's not half, that's full.
and that's 5 extra radiant damage.
5 extra radiant.
Okay, so good news for you. Most fucking everyone failed. Though Mariah did not.
Of course.
Would this turn on, like this a 10 seat, would this turn on like an automatic sprinkler system, like fire suppression system or something like that?
Would it be frozen?
That's a good question.
Because that could help locate someone who might be stalking about invisibly. At least determine their location.
I'll say, does Passion want it to have the potential to do that?
Passion doesn't care. She's just going to drop it at the highest. She's dropping it as the highest power, so it would probably hit trigger that if it's.
Okay, I'll just say just roll a spell casting check. So charisma plus 1d20. So, while I do math.
23.
Okay. All right, so the 3 guards that were caught in there, actually one might have survived. One survived, 2 are dead. So 2 guards. Yeah, so you see, Mirai takes a significant amount of damage, is not looking great. The 2 of the guards are either dead or at least unconscious and probably not getting up. One is horribly burned. And Amiko, you do not hear, but I will say that all of you do hear a scream. Or you don't see her, rather, but you do hear a yell of pain. Because ouch.
Yeah, that's what happens when you
Now
fuck
she
with
knows how it
passion.
feels.
That's what happens when you fuck with passion. But also, who of all the people who aren't trying to murder us at the moment looks the most injured? Like, is there anyone in critical condition right now? Should be my first question, actually.
So the one that looked the worst off was Itsuki, who had been unconscious. You did see the President Benziva give him what looked like some kind of drug or healing pill of some kind or something like that. They're now inside Cyberus's bubble, though, and you know that magic can't typically go through that.
All right. Well, I don't need to worry. I mean, it's not
Aside
magic.
from
I'd be
that,
using anyway,
the only people out here are either your allies or friends or the staff that have been your allies, your enemies, or the staff that are mostly getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Who looks the
I mean,
most
this-
hurt then of our party, guys? Who here got hit
Gruk,
the hardest?
probably,
Gruk?
because he got punched, and he also doesn't have that much HP, I think.
All right, Gruk, you are going to get. Let me. 1, 2. Oop, it's D6. It's not D8. It's 1.
I also
2.
think we can't see the staff anymore, considering they're cordoned off with a wall of stone that is 10 feet high.
Yeah, I'll say that you did see some of them because he wasn't able to get the entire circle, so there are still some of them that are running towards that area. But yeah, the majority of them are no longer visible.
Gruk, you get 13 HP back,
Oh wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
and that'll be my turn.
Onyx, what would you
Yeah.
like to do?
Speaking of Gruk, he's currently being pressured by 2 of the bodyguards, so
Pushing down on me. Pushing down on me.
yep. So Onyx is going to rush towards them and going to start punching.
Okay.
So
First
anyways, I
one.
started swinging.
Before you push, Gruk looks up at that tile that he's got up above where the other ones are at and looks at you.
Thought for a moment, is like, why did you save me? And Onyx is like, frog.
That's fair.
Okay, that is an awful attack roll, but it is still a 21 to hit.
That's an
Yeah, that
awful
hits.
tackle. Sure.
21 is great.
I mean, at this high of a level, yeah, it's kind of an awful roll.
It's only an 11, like, it's... Does it
Yeah,
hit?
you are a very focused warrior.
Focused.
Like your
Barbarian.
attack bonus is probably the
Plus
biggest
10,
bonus
yeah.
to anything that you have, aside from like maybe I don't know, like athletics maybe. There's nothing you have.
No, athletics is also plus 10.
Double
It's
proficiency
like,
in.
It's like, I don't have double proficiency in athletics, actually. I could get it, but... okay, so first attack on the one dude is...
Wrong game.
10 damage.
Sorry, that's a
There you
zero.
go.
Okay.
Gonna punch him again, unless he's down. 24.
24 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, nice max damage. So that's 13 damage on the second attack.
Okay. It's not looking great.
All right,
Or
Fuck
he's
it.
not looking great.
we're doing a flurry of blows.
Okay.
That's about the only thing I can really do with my key anyway. That makes any kind of sense. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice. Roll again to see if you confirm.
That's a 19 on the die, so yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Max plus another roll, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. 17.
yeah, that one falls.
So Onyx basically rushes towards them and then just punches the one guy into the ground. And then she turns to the other one. Because I still have one flurry of blows left.
Yeah.
And he's getting
sure do.
punched too. 19 on the die, so that's another hit. And 12 damage on that one.
All right. He's not looking great. So that was...
Also, I want to point out that guard, unless he has something special, he is dead. Onyx did not hold back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He killed him.
Okay. So I believe that was Onyx's action, bonus action, and move, right?
Yes, everything.
Great. It's Mirai's turn. She's not happy about this. Thinks this kind of fucking sucks.
Fuck around and find out.
Someone needs to cast Minor Illusion to play the world's smallest violin.
Passion. What spells do you have active at the moment, if any?
I have no spells active, actually.
Okay.
Because the Flame Strike is literally a one-shot,
Okay.
one use.
Just making sure.
Well,
I know there
Stone
were a
is
couple that you might
technically
have had.
active right now.
But she was
I
asking
got-
more specifically me.
I gotta concentrate on it.
What I was asking is, do you have Detect Thoughts up still? I don't think it lasts quite that long.
Don't believe it lasts that long.
Okay.
It only lasts like a minute, so
Yeah, it's
And-
1 minute, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
And even if it was, you'd still have to pass that check on the damage you took from the explosion, which
Yeah.
is like a DC 25. No, DC 26.
And yeah, fair. And Mirai is actually moving closer. She's going to move past like the smear on the floor of that you just fucking nuked, and she's heading to the glass windows where that burned hole in the window is. And she pulls out a dagger from hidden within her belt, and she is going to chuck it at... Who here looks to be like they're being annoying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everyone.
You do.
Cyberus. Throw it at Cyberus.
Demona is in the bubble with Cyberus, right?
Yup.
Right. She's throwing it at Passion.
I feel loved. I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if I didn't get that after what I just dropped on them.
Yeah.
And some would say love hurts.
God damn it. Ugh. She throws two as she's running. But Passion, you did say that you were sort of taking cover behind one of the tables, and
Yeah.
I'll say that it does not hit you. It
Dunk,
thuds
dunk.
very heavily into the table. But it does seem like it was more of a distraction so she could get to the window closely, and she is now looking down. That is her turn. Demona, what would you like to do? You are inside a bubble.
I do need to confirm something. I know projectile spells cannot be cast through this bubble.
Correct.
If the spell generates an attack outside of the bubble without needing to go through it, can I still cast that spell while protected by this bubble?
Like, for example, fireball.
Fireball actually describes how you throw, how you create
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like a
ball of fire
little
that you
Sea
throw
of
it.
energy.
But Flame Blast does not. It creates like a blast that comes down from the heavens, basically at the target location.
Or wall of fire where you can create it. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were done.
No, it's fine.
So yeah, like for example, wall of fire, which would literally create the wall of fire without being from me.
Okay, is that the spell that you were thinking of?
No, but it's
Okay.
effectively along the same lines. That's why I need to double check.
I would create it personally, similar to
Yeah, I'll say as long as the point of origin is outside of where you are, then yes, it would work.
Wonderful. I need Mariah to make another dex check, please.
Okay.
I would create it as like Wall of Force, which has the same things there.
She rolled a nat 20, so a 26.
For fuck's sake.
Mariah's untouchable.
I mean,
Oh, no,
she's
we
an
have sure
assassin,
touched
really
her.
high. Yeah, she's taken the most damage out of everyone here. Like, well,
What?
aside from you guys.
Well,
I've taken like 125 damage.
Aside from you guys. Of the enemies.
it's still half of 8d6 at least.
Nice.
Let's see. $36 fire this time.
Nice.
So half of 36 is
18.
18 plus an additional 5 for my intelligence modifier.
Alright, so 23 damage.
Does the intelligence thing also have if they make the check?
No, it is added on.
Sweet.
It's the same as my thing. It's not half because it's not technically part of the spell. It's an effect of doing the damage with the spell.
That's
exactly.
Good to know.
With mine too, right? Where I do +5 with every radiant or fire damage.
Celestial Warlock, yeah.
Exactly.
She is incredibly burned to the point where you can see like, what spell did you use?
Immolation.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, so she
is
just lit up on fire.
Yeah, she is currently backing up against the glass, trying to pat out the flames, and you can see her dress is basically ruined. She does have sort of like body armor underneath, but it is foul. Her hair is burned. This entire room smells of burnt hair. She is fucked looking. At this point, you're pretty sure a stiff breeze could take her out.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm guessing I can't use my bonus action to check for a pulse on the politician, could I?
I mean,
I'll say-
we know that the
Yeah,
politician
so I'll
got
say
fed
that-
a pill.
Yeah, I'll say that looking down, just your passive perception would tell you he is conscious, or he is breathing. He does seem like he's unconscious.
Okay.
And Isuki, looking, Benziva seeing you looking down says, it stabilizes him, but it won't wake him up, but he's alive at least. Looks up to Cyberus. How long is this gonna last?
Yes.
Long enough.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I don't want to tell
Um,
him 24 seconds. That doesn't sound very good.
Just tell him how many rounds it'll last for. It'll confuse him.
Last for 10 rounds. What?
And it takes an action to down a potion, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, use item ability.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. In that case, I have a very, 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 very stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use a bonus action to light a cigar?
Sure.
Pull out one of my better cigars and light a match because this is gonna get fiery.
Um.
Gonna stink up
let's
my dome.
see. Yeah, it's gonna get kind of stinky in here.
Only for the next couple of seconds.
my
I won't be
God.
in there very much longer.
Get ready for the
Hotboxing.
fire dome.
Just hotboxing like the
Well-
what is it called?
Bubble
The
shield?
De-Fragger shield, bubble shield.
To be fair, it is more herbal than it is anything like more tobacco than
Hmm.
anything.
Well, that's
So it's weed.
hotboxing even more then.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I didn't think that comment through. Yeah.
Hayato, realizing that his prey is now untouchable,
Does your
looks
lighter,
around.
Does your lighter have like a minor little illusionary trait? When you light it, it makes like a lady sing. And she's like,
No, I literally pressed my
"Whoa."
finger to the end of. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I'm terribly sorry.
No, you didn't.
I thought I did. No, it's nothing like that. I don't have a lighter. I just press my finger to the end of the cigar and it's enough to light it.
So Demona. Oh, I thought it was a vape. I thought Demona vaped.
Originally, it was a vape, to be fair. But then everybody made fun of me for it, and then I spent gold to get real cigars.
It's so much funnier imagining her with a vape. I'm sorry.
No, you're not wrong.
Like-
That's why I changed it.
So much funnier and almost a little bit more badass just because it's like not what you would expect. Anyway, Hayato, realizing that his preferred prey is out of reach, turns around to the woman that just fucking nuked half the room. And he and his bodyguard are going to converge on Passion. He is doing Reckless again because why not? That is a 25 to hit Passion.
That's definitely gonna hit me.
That is math. 13 damage.
Ow.
And his next attack, also a 25.
Ow.
Half expected Vex to say, "No, that doesn't hit me." And
No, I'm not
Fucking
playing Kumar
same.
in this game. I'm not
the
playing
last
Kumar
one-
in this game.
The last one is a 19.
That misses.
Okay, so it was 2 hits at 13 each, so 26 total.
All right.
And then his thug also has pack tactics, so he is going to hit
oh
you
no.
twice as well. Hit. The dice know when I am rolling for this man. I have not rolled above an 8 for this thug yet. Like, at all. This bodyguard has the worst luck ever. 18.
Nope.
Yeah. That is their turns. Gruk, what would you like to do?
Anyone still underneath that rock tile, that ceiling?
Yeah, so it looks like the what had been a group of 3 of those guards, and so you still don't have eyes on Emiko, the person that seemingly went invisible. 2 of her guards that have been in that group are now dead because they were nuked. 1 is alive though. And you do not have eyes on her currently. But you know she probably hasn't gotten far. The other woman, the assassin that had been standing near there as well, has moved over to the window, is maybe about 20 feet away from where that platform is. Against the broken, or the window with the like melted hole in it.
Hmm. Okay. Change of plans. Add double check spell's ability.
There's also still the one like bodyguard there that beat you. Onyx beat one of them to
Yeah,
death.
there
and the
is
other
one
still
that's
there.
still up that is on you. But unless you move, he's just gonna attempt to attack you on his turn.
Mhm.
Though he may go for Onyx because she's clearly the much bigger threat.
Is there anyone near our scorched lady on the glass?
As far as you can tell, no. But you do know there is probably one invisible person in the room.
Okay. From the wall she's at, 20 feet outwards, in a 20-foot cube.
Mhm.
It's just her and no one else, right?
Oh, from there,
Sorry, I'm a druid. Everything's AoE. Well,
I'll
not
say it would
everything, but
be
everything I want to use.
would be her, the guard that had been in the blast radius where they were standing originally, and maybe that invisible person if they haven't moved very far from their original spot.
Ah, perfect. Everything that's in there, whether I can see it or not, needs a dex save.
Cool.
I don't know if it's coming up now or in the future, but the shield does provide half cover from certain things
Good
if
to
you're
know.
next to it. I don't know if anyone's next to it though.
The DC is 17. Since you're rolling a
Mirai got a 17 on the dot.
Okay, so they only take half of this.
Okay. The bodyguard.
One time when she would have failed my dex check.
The guard got a 10.
Okay.
And what happens when they fail?
Okay. So, a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in that entire area. And if they fail, they fall prone. Actually, wait.
What spell is it?
No, they do not fall prone. It's erupting earth. They're just going to take half damage if they make it.
Okay.
And I upcast it at 4th level.
Ooh, sexy.
Not that it's going to help, because I'm rolling 4 d12s, and the highest roll I've gotten so
Uh,
far is 3.
For what it's worth, though, it seems like most of them, well, at least the guard definitely failed. Mirai passed on the dot, I think. Didn't I say that?
You said that.
4 d12, bludgeoning damage. 8 bludgeoning damage.
That was 8.
8.
If they fail. I rolled 3, 2, 2, and 1.
That
Wow.
feels so bad on a 4th level
Oh.
spell.
It's a 3rd level spell, and I upcast it.
Yeah, but 4th level spell slot. Like, that just feels so bad.
Have you used your hero point yet?
Nope.
I would allow you to use it to reroll at least half of those.
Okay, I guess I'll reroll the nat 1 and one of the nat 2s. Let's see what that was. Okay, cool. Another nat 1. Sweet. And
Scotty,
hey,
give Catter dice back.
there we go. I think I got more than the total of all their other ones. Whopping
had been
13 total now.
There we go. That's a lot better. Okay.
Hey, Scotty,
Yeah.
before the start of our next game, give Catter dice back.
No, don't give them back. I'm playing a character in the next time, not the GM.
No, see, this D12 was like, oh shit, you're using me? What? I'm not prepared.
What? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do with this shit. So you said it was 13 total?
13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that whole
so-
area is considered difficult terrain. So they move at half speed, unless they got something that lets them move normally.
Okay.
Al's abysmal.
Give me a second. I'm doing math.
Yeah, it's fine. That was...
So
I think 4 is my unlucky number, because the last time I rolled that bad was, I have like the pool of healing from the Celestial Warlock, and I rolled 4d6s and I rolled 4 total.
So, and they don't fall prone when they fail, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it's just difficult terrain. Okay.
Most
So
of those do
you
that, but
can,
this one doesn't.
Yeah. So the guard stumbles quite a bit. Definitely takes some damage. He's not doing great. Bleeding quite a bit. What's your passive perception?
My passive, I think, is 14, but let me double check. It is, yeah.
Okay. Still don't have eyes on the invisible individual, but you know if they're in the radius, they're moving slower at least.
They would have to roll
but you do
concentration
see...
if they're invisible by a spell means.
You did not see a spell cast, for what it's worth. However, it has been several rounds now. The assassin, Mirai, she starts trying to stumble through it as these rocks start flying and falling and zipping around. And one of them hits just in the back of the neck, and she slumps down to the ground.
Do I hear someone scream in pain where nobody is? In this
actually,
spellcast?
Or when I did my spell.
Yeah, I have those fancy ears.
I think half of us do.
I will say, you have a point. Even though she is trying to be stealthy, she did take quite a bit of damage. You would hear that there is somebody still in that radius. You don't have an exact idea of where, but you do get you do know that they're in the radius of that spell.
Okay.
And I, since that was just my action,
It sure was. Anything else?
I am willing to risk the attack of opportunity. To run back to where that part of the wall is upright at, and go on the other side of it.
To get cover.
So we'll say we're like above camera. But we'll say the panel's here and I'm here. I want to go over here. So, but I'll risk
right.
that attack of opportunity if they are willing to.
Yeah, they'll take it. Why not?
I have a question.
Yes.
If you take an attack of opportunity, does that count as making an attack for the purpose of the Sentinel feat?
Yes.
Because I have the Sentinel feat.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him.
You're welcome. That's what I was hoping for. But what did they roll to hit?
Yes, it is a bunch of nonsense walls. It is very much like a laser tag arena. They rolled garbage. He got a 9.
Okay.
Sort of like paintball, just remove the T.
Paintball.
He takes 13 damage.
Paintball is what you call when you play paintball in the wintertime.
How would you like to take this one out, Onyx?
I imagine like he sees Gruk running and goes after him, and then Onyx basically just pops him on the back of the neck, and yeah. She is not being gentle. Like, usually before when she fought humanoids, she had been gentle, but
she's sick of that shit now.
She is currently really, really pissed off. She's not taking any chances. She absolutely shattered his neck.
So, on their turns, the Goon Squad, one is in the field, but very damaged. And one of them is attacking Akari, so he's going to do that. Yeah, he goes to swing at her and fails to really get a appropriate hit on. It seems like they're not as efficient. I'll say that Cyberus, from the fact that you are a little detached and don't have to worry about being hit at the moment, and have a pretty good passive perception, you can see that it seems like that band around their wrist doesn't seem to be glowing as much.
Around Akari's
Like-
wrist?
Yeah, all of the guards that had been working with Emiko
Oh, they had
have
matching wrist things.
yeah, they have those matching golden bracelets. And the one that is in the field is going to, I'll say that he has just enough movement to get to the glass, and he is going to use his action to attempt to smash it. He lifts his hands up and actually just starts pummeling the glass to the point where it is like breaking and cutting him. It's not, it is hurting, but he is taking it there. The hole that had been about yay big now is probably about the size of like a beach ball or so. That is his action. I will say, Cyberus, you can see that the bracelet around his wrist is glowing very brightly at the moment. And let's see. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, these dice. Gruk, you feel something whiz past you. And suddenly see at that glass window, Emiko finally appear, holding what looks to be a sort of silenced gun that she shot at you and rolled a 10 total. Horribly missed.
Okay. Kind of beating myself up here. But I didn't perceive her, so she would have advantage on the attack.
She did.
I mean, that's just a thing anyway.
That was at advantage.
I rolled terribly. And she's not great at ranged, and she can't get to you because she doesn't have enough movement.
Huh, my D12 disappeared. Weird. Okay,
Quick
you
question.
have it. Thanks.
Yeah.
After Mirai, wasn't it my turn?
Didn't Gruk just go?
Yeah, I say Gruk just went.
Yeah.
You already went this
Fuck, just
turn.
went.
Okay,
Yeah,
I apologize.
wasn't. This wasn't Mirai. This is Emiko. This is
No.
the woman with a ton of guards.
I meant when Mirai was heading towards the window and got knocked unconscious. I don't remember having a turn after that.
You went immolate. You were the one who knocked her unconscious.
No,
You were the one who
my
Somebody
immolate
else-
smell went before she
Somebody
started
else
running
ran
towards
to
the
the
window.
window.
She
It
was
one of the
standing
guards.
at the window when Gruk cast the spell.
Yeah, you.
She wasn't
Oh,
moving.
okay,
She had
okay,
already acted.
okay.
She was standing there. He did the spell.
I am so sorry to have interrupted for that bullshit. I am so sorry.
You're fine. So that is Emiko and the Goon Squad. Ikari is going to turn around and try and blow this guard away because she's done with this shit. Yeah. This guy's in for a bad day. Yeah, so there is a sort of strange warped energy blast sound, and the guy that had been trying to attack her with a sword just drops to the ground with a hole directly through his scalp, through his head. And she turns around looking a little surprised that that worked as well as it did. But, so all but one of the her guards are down now. And Itsuki and Benziva are mostly just staying where they are. Benziva does actually stand up and is just sort of standing protectively above Itsuki, kind of behind Cyberus, looking around at the chaos. Cyberus, it's your turn. Is there anything you want to do? Or do you
Well,
wanna
there
hold
was
this?
until that person is no longer invisible. I was going to do something about that, but I don't need to.
He's visible now, yeah.
Yeah, so then I'll just use my action, I guess, to what?
Take her alive, grapple her.
I'm protecting the politicians inside of a dome. I will continue to do so.
Okay.
Yep, and that's it.
Passion, it is your turn.
All right.
Akari just fucking shot and instantly murdered one of the guards that had been harassing her. Amiko, you can now see visibly, is at the window, has a gun that she horribly missed trying to hit Gruk with. Mirai is face down in the rubble.
All right. So how many people are left alive right now?
Akari does not seem to be attacking you guys. She is up and moving around.
Yeah.
Amiko is conscious, moving around at the window, as well as one of her goons.
All right.
And Hayatu and his thug are conscious, but they seem to be kind of occupied with Onyx.
All right. I figure Onyx is probably okay. Hey, Hera, Onyx is fine.
Wait, I was attacked?
Yeah, by the no, wait, no.
No, they went after Passion.
Yeah, they were after me.
Oh, they did. That's right.
I have a
Onyx
question.
is completely untouched, basically.
Whoops.
Nobody cared about him.
How far away is Amiko?
From you, I'll say maybe like 40 feet. Well, no, because I'd say like 20 feet.
Oh, perfect. And I have a question. Between the two people who are attacking me and her, is there anyone in between them?
Say that one more time.
Between the two people trying to hurt me and her, who is actually never mind. It doesn't matter.
Not
it doesn't
really.
matter. It doesn't matter, Kat. All three of them need to give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay. If you were looking at just pure like area,
Actually,
then
here's
Gruk might be in that sphere.
Here's a re question. How many people are still like combatants against us? How many are still alive?
4, I think.
4?
Amiko, Hergoon, Hayatu,
Okay, so all
and his
4 of them
thug.
need to give me wisdom saving throws.
Fantastic. All right, the thug. That's funny. That's a 7.
Yeah, that's definitely a fail.
Hayato. Is this a save against fear?
This is not a save against fear.
Okay. 17.
Fail.
Amiko. I'll do her goon first. That's another 7.
Fail.
And Amiko herself is a 16. So they all fail.
Fail. Yes! All of them are paralyzed as I use hold person.
Okay.
Hera's like, yes, I know what this means.
Onyx, what would you like to do? Or
Passion
sorry,
will-
Passion, is there anything else you want to do?
Yes, there is one more thing. Passion will look to Onyx when she says this. Take the important ones alive. We're gonna need to question them.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
They keep wanting to go out that window. Maybe we should help them.
That's exactly
Hera,
the thought Onyx had.
How does a 30 do Onyx? For persuasion.
I like to think it's almost intimidation. You're just like, you better fucking not kill them.
Does it matter?
no,
I swear on me,
wait.
mum.
No,
No,
intimidation doesn't work against Onyx. Passion
Nope.
knows that.
Intimidation is just basically is basically
Onyx will do
only
it.
works in the reverse psychology sense.
Yes. Onyx, you don't want to go out that window. Threaten. Onyx.
Onyx, I get threatened with a
Oh yeah, you bet I
My
don't.
people need me. But hey, you can at least throw the other 2 goons out the window.
But that's not as fun. Also,
Yeah, but we need them
Onyx,
alive.
honestly, I did not want to throw Emiko out the window. Onyx was about to go out the window with Emiko because she has that fucking bracelet. So she would have just... And now we're both going down.
Be careful, Cat might have changed the fall damage rules since we last played.
She definitely
I
did.
did.
Exactly.
You did, but I somehow doubt that it would still kill Onyx.
400 feet of fall damage would probably kill Onyx, Hera.
Even halved.
Cat did make some massive changes to make it actually deadly.
Is that what Passion's doing?
That is my turn. Yep.
What is Onyx doing? You now
Well,
have
since they are
4
now
individuals that you
paralyzed.
see that are paralyzed.
So then, since they're paralyzed, Onyx is, and she did hear that, she's running over to Emiko first,
Mm-hmm.
and she's basically going to boop her,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to grapple her,
Okay.
and I think she, since she's paralyzed, she automatically fails those, right? She can't do anything against that.
She cannot make a saving throw. I believe
It's not a saving throw, but she cannot.
Let me
she-
check the
Technically,
paralyze.
it's not a saving throw.
but it's abilities.
But
It's an
skill
ability
checks.
check.
She's
What- it's skill checks.
incapacitated, so she can't take a reaction. So no, she can't resist
I
it.
mean, they're not reactions, but like.
They're in,
Wait,
yeah,
what are you doing again?
Well, when you grapple somebody, it's not technically a saving throw that they
Oh,
make,
you're
but
just
I
rolling
would
advantage.
roll that because it is them reacting to a thing that you did, even though it doesn't technically call it a reaction, she would not be allowed to do it while paralyzed.
I mean, if you automatically fail saving throws, it would.
Yeah, so I'll say,
stand to
yeah,
reason.
you have her.
Yeah.
At least until the paralyzation wears off, you don't have to require much effort at all to hold on to her.
Yeah, I basically grapple her, and then I walk over to the other one, and I grapple him.
Okay.
I should have the movement.
Yeah.
I have 55 feet of movement. So
Yeah.
Even with the
half speed.
with a half speed and everything, it should be.
Put them over
No,
here.
actually, it's double half because it's also difficult terrain still.
Quartered.
So I'm going to use Step of the Wind.
Put them over here.
I mean, they're both currently right in front of Passion because she went like first to Emiko to drag her away from the window where she
Oh
apparently
yeah,
wants
it's
to
probably
go.
pretty far away, so never mind.
Okay, so you're dragging them back to like the center of the room.
Basically,
Okay.
Onyx grabbed Emiko by the foot and is dragging her over, and then she's just grabbing him by the neck.
Okay. And Gruk moved
It's my turn.
away from the window, right? Away from where you were facing the window when you did the
Yeah, I'm on the
Broken
I'm
stone
on the
thing.
other side of my ceiling stone thing.
right. So I will say, Cyberus, you see Marai's body move and twitch in that broken rubble, and a strange creature about the size of like a small dog that appears to be a brain
Pinnacle brain, yep.
with 4 pointed legs that are etched and would look like engraved or branded with various different arcane symbols, and bits of machinery and cybernetics sticking out of it emerge from
Hunted.
this corpse.
I'm gonna point at it and make a loud noise.
What? I can't hear you through the bubble shield.
Scream.
Sound passes.
Oh, it does?
I assume air does. We can breathe, so.
Yeah, I will say that it is a little muffled, but you can hear through it.
So that I'm not hot bubbling anybody.
I mean, it's still a little bit of a stop. It's just not.
I mean, fresh air can get into a car. You can still hotbox the fuck out of a car. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but my smoke would be rising through the bubble, so it wouldn't be trapped there.
It's still be trapped.
Anyways,
give me a second. Well, I figure
Physics
out...
aside, where are we going next?
Physics is never a side, especially for what I'm about to do next.
Physics is front and center.
On a hard light bubble shield.
That's right.
Okay.
All those things are physics terms.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, emerges out of the body. And scuttles along the broken rubble and up to the window. And out of the broken, the beach ball sized hole in the window. And drops.
Bummer. It jumped out the window. It must have a plan.
It most definitely had a plan.
Demona. I will say it is, yeah. Let's see. I want to say Passion, Gruk, and Onyx did not see that because they're sort of on the other side of the room and have 4 paralyzed people that they're focusing on. Both Demona and Cyberus did very clearly see this thing, though. Definitely looks like an intellect devourer.
Did our politician friend behind the bubble see it?
You mean the one that had been shooting with you guys, Akari?
Correct.
She did not notice it, no. She was focused on the paralyzed individuals. As far as she knows, Mirai is dead.
Okay. In that case, it comes to our physics and or mechanics question.
Mm-hmm.
In a spell that doesn't designate friend or foe, it merely says choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range.
Mm-hmm.
If I target an ally, can I choose to fail the attack roll?
No.
Okay. Well, crap.
I mean, if it says up to, you don't have to target all 5.
Yeah, you just don't have to pick them.
No. The reason I asked the last question is because if I choose to miss the last one, I can move. Effectively, I can move out of the bubble by teleporting and then back in because I can teleport back within 5 feet of the target. So I could, if only I could.
Steel Wind Strike.
Yes. So that being said, I think I will. Who's the closest to Cyberus right now? How far away are they?
You guys, probably Hayato, and his thug. Or rather the thug, because Hayato got dragged off to be in front of Passion.
Okay, how far is he from Cyberus?
Maybe 10 feet. So like 5 feet and then the bubble and then 5 feet on the other side.
So 5 feet of him would be within the bubble?
He's not in the bubble with you. What are you trying to ask?
I'm trying to see if physically my last strike, regardless of who it hits, allows me to teleport 5 feet from the target.
Hang on, let me check. Does
I mean, I will say
actually
this.
let you teleport?
Yes.
Or-
Can you teleport? Because spells can't go through the shield.
Teleport would work.
Mm-hmm. It does. It also lets you teleport. Also, the thing is,
Yeah, it does say teleport. So
currently, nobody in this room is a threat to anyone. Effectively,
Yeah.
I mean, from our enemies, I would say.
to make life easier, yeah. What are you saying, Onyx?
Yeah, like
And everyone
nobody
would
said.
have, and everyone would have heard Passion say, "Keep them alive. Keep the important ones alive."
Yeah, but to make life easier, I will say, Demona, you can get to, you can get to all of the enemies that are not the one that just jumped out the window.
Well,
I will say you wouldn't be able to get back into the bubble because although it does say that you would be able to appear within 5 feet of the thing, the bubble specifically says that to be caught in it, the De-Fragger has to specifically decide to do that.
That's fine.
You in. So you can't get back in, but you can get near it to it. But
Well-
you can hit as up to 5 of these individuals of whoever you want, aside from the guy that just jumped out the window.
Well, that's kind of moot if Passion already has them paralyzed and calls out, leave them alive.
Well, she said the important ones. There are still 2 thugs that are alive.
Maybe they're the most important.
What are you doing?
You know what? Screw it. Just because I want to do this at least once during this combat, I can't do plan A, but I am going to do plan B. I will use Steel Wind Strike.
Mhm.
I will teleport to each of them and teleport my last 5 feet towards the window, just to be absolutely certain.
Okay.
However, for this spell, I need to make sure I can do this. Hang on 1 second. Okay, never mind. It does say wizard spell, not an evocation. For the spell, I'm going to use my overchannel ability. Maxes out the damage die.
Okay.
And on a hit, that means 60 force damage for both of them. But I do have to make individual attack rolls for each strike.
Actually, I think they're critical hits.
Yep.
Because they're paralyzed.
Yep.
Yep.
So I don't even need to roll.
No, you
If
do
you-
still
you-
need to,
You
still
need
need to roll, but if you hit,
but you
the
roll with
critical hit.
advantage.
And the automatic critical hits if you do hit,
Ooh.
because
Okay.
it's a melee.
Yeah, they're
it's
pretty
a-
much fucked. They're dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a melee attack roll.
All right.
It's a spell, melee spell attack or whatever.
Okay. Well, since the spell requires a little bit of flourish, that dagger that Demona keeps on her shoulder,
Mhm.
pulls it out, spins the blade in the hand, grabs. I'm overcomplicating this. She does a flourish and teleports to stab the first one.
Okay.
And considering the first one is a 28 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
should I roll the advantage on that?
You're fine. You hit. Well, actually,
You crit.
well, no, it's automatically a crit anyway. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're good. Just roll your
Okay.
damage.
There's no
I don't
damage
have
to
to.
roll because it's maxed.
It's
It's
overchanneled.
124 damage.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. How would you like to kill this thug that had been attacking Cyberus and then Passion?
Considering the type of spell it is, I have to weeaboo myself and just slice him and dice him like he was in a Resident Evil laser chamber.
Of
Just
course,
cubes of thug just fall to the ground.
yeah. Okay.
And I also need to roll for the second attack.
Yep.
For the other poor thug. Okay, this is the first roll, but I get a plus 10, so it is a 13 hit.
A 13 does hit. It does not seem like he's wearing much armor.
Then another 120 force damage.
Yeah. He's dead.
Okay. So we now have 2 sliced and diced thugs on the floor, and I appear 5 feet closer to Gruk.
Okay. Anything else you're doing on your turn? That was your action, right?
That was my action. I have no reason to do anything else.
Hayato stairs. Does nothing. Can he roll a saving throw again on his turn or on
At
your
the
turn?
end of his turn.
Yeah, at the end.
Okay. What is the save? A wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Great. He's great at these.
Good.
Yep. That is Hayato's turn. Gruk, what would you like to do?
He's literally the only thing left, right?
It's him and Amiko, but both of them are grappled by Onyx. You
And
guys did hear
paralyzed.
Cyberus yell that something jumped out the window, but as far as you know, everything on that side of the room was either a thug or dead.
Okay, I'll do, I'm gonna pull an Obi-Wan then, and I'm gonna yeet myself out the window.
Okay.
I still think that's the goofiest move Obi-Wan has ever done. And
He knew what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
I said it's the size of a beach ball. I'll say you can get out the window
I
easily
mean, the
enough.
difference is that Gruk can actually polymorph into something that can fly, so he doesn't plant
So,
see.
here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your plan when you get outside the window? Because once you start plummeting, you're not going to have much time for much of anything.
Giant eagle.
Okay, I'll say that you can
It's an action.
prepare
so
like
I just...
the majority of the spell, use your movement to jump out and then finish it. And you see, falling slowly below you.
fly speed of 80. So how much of my movement did I use to get out the window?
Probably all of it, because it's still
Yeah, especially because part of that was
difficult
still
terrain.
difficult terrain. So I'll say it would have been like 30 to get to the window, or 30 to like just get outside the window, and then from there, whatever is eagle speed minus 30 is what you would have left over.
Okay. I
And
fly
you
50
see-
feet down. And then that's probably when I see it. Because I was like, whatever it is, it went out the window, so it
Yeah.
went down.
You just instinctively jump, bird form, go,
Okay.
dive straight down.
I got them keen
and-
eagle eyes now.
And at first you couldn't really get a clear look at what you were looking at just because it's so small compared to you, but as you get much closer, you see about 10 feet below you, falling at a rate of 60 feet per round, a brain with little bits of cybernetics embedded in it with 4 legs, slowly floating down from this 400-foot tall building.
Alright. I used
It
everything
is
but my
just
bonus
out of
action.
range of you.
And I can't really do anything with a bonus action in this form, so.
Yeah, but it's not
Its little doggy feet are like, it's floating down.
yeah.
I imagine like the tentacles.
does
what it has, like,
actu-
to go, woo.
What's your intelligence right now as an eagle?
What is it? It's my intelligence.
Yeah, I say
I'm
uh,
wild shaped.
Wild
Wait a
shape.
minute,
You keep your
you
intelligence.
wild shaped, not polymorphed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're getting nearer to it, the thing kind of like
My intelligence
turns,
would be 8 if it was
and like
polymorph.
it sort of just turns, looks up to you, and then the legs start wiggling as if it's trying to fall faster. Because it knows you're there.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like food.
Can't really jump and try to intellect devour you.
I mean, there's a difference
I'm
between
within
like
10 feet.
food, but also it's falling from 400 feet in the air after it almost got ganked. It's probably not
Yeah,
reacting
if
with
it
pure.
if it
got a lot of
decides
time
if
left.
it decides to go in
Yeah.
me, then it can save
But-
itself.
That is Gruk's turn.
Yep.
And Miko is going to make her saving throw to get Fuck that dice. It wouldn't have helped, but I would have preferred the 11 over a 4. So that's a 5 to break.
Just barely, Cat. Just barely.
my ass.
Shut up, man.
Get out of here.
Salt in the wound, and then putting a little lemon on top.
Akari walks over to the window hearing Cyberus yell about something, looks down. I'm gonna say I think he's got it.
An eagle-shaped silhouette in the glass.
Yeah, there's just... Well, no, I was imagining Gruk just, like, planked out of the glass and then while in
That's better.
free fall went
It's-
into bird form.
It's like that pictures with the Simpsons meme or whatever, where he's like
Yeah.
going through the
Mhm.
window.
I'll say at that point, President Benziva sort of looking around. It seems like most of the danger is stopped. I'm probably going to want to send a message to my team.
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
My cell phone's over there on the other side of this bubble, if you don't mind, Mr. Cyberus, sir.
Onyx looks at the 2 that she currently has grappled and is like, these 2 are still alive and kicking. They're just like when the spell drops.
Passion. So are we out of initiative for this one? Or are we still in initiative, Cat?
I will say
I have something else I need to do regardless.
I'll say let's stay in it effectively, just so we know what's going on, because there are still enemies that could
Yeah.
break free, and there is Gruk who is currently
we're
in the
currently
middle of the
free
thing.
fall.
So that's what Benziva does to Cyberus. What do you want to do, if anything?
Well, everything looks good, so I'm gonna drop my shield. How far am I from the window? Could I get to it and look out?
20 invisible assassins on cloak.
I'll say that you can just get to it and look out. You'd probably have to dash. Well, yeah, you'd
Is it-
probably have to dash because of the difficult terrain.
Does it
I
take
have
any
40
action for turning off the shield at all? Like
No,
bonus?
it's just concentration, so I just let go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Release. I have 40 movement.
Oh,
Does that make a difference?
I'll say with that, you can get to the window without using your action for it and look down, and you do see the very large form of Eagle Gruk about 50 feet down.
Do I see the brain?
No. Eagle Gruk is much bigger than it
Hang on.
Okay.
and above it.
Is it just an eagle? Gruk hasn't malformed into something eagle and something else?
Yeah, what else
Spoilers.
is there? Oh,
At the moment,
No.
all you see is the eagle butt. What size are you?
Large.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a deagle.
he just turns from an eagle to just a literal gun. Just
No, it's an eagle,
Oh.
but has like instead of a beak, there's like a gun barrel there.
Oh shit, he's a Digimon.
Oh, what I was hearing was like eagle mixed with a dog, beagle.
No, Deagle is in
Like
Dire
Eagle.
Eagle.
Oh,
with
sorry,
the
that's-
joke,
No.
but
that
comes
Eagle
from
guy.
I was
Call-
thinking dog eagle as well.
I thought you meant desert eagle, like the fucking gun.
No,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the reason I made the joke of it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said
Um,
he turns into a Digimon.
Regardless, all you see is a big ass bird. You can't see the tiny sized brain underneath of it.
Okay, well, if I can't see the brain and I don't know what the brain is doing, then I can't try to do anything to the brain. So, could I get back to any of those people? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and watch, see if anything happens down there.
Passion, top of your turn. What would you like to do, if anything?
All right, 1 second. Let me check something real quick. Well, I finally have a use for these. Passion pulls out a pair of manacles and is going to snap. Yeah, she's gonna just snap them onto Emiko's wrists.
oh, these are actually
Emiko,
quite
because the other one is a barbarian. He'll just snap them apart.
No, the other guy isn't the barbarian. The barbarian is dead.
No, he's not.
I thought the barbarian was
Mm-mm.
the.
There was the thug, and there was.
I thought the thug was the barbarian. I thought he was more of a.
No, the thug just rolled garbage. The other one,
He was nothing.
Hayaku was a.
I thought Hayako was a dex,
No, he-
more dex-based character.
No,
he's a
he's a
barbarian.
gladiator.
He hit me 3 times.
He didn't. He hit me, but like not for any amount that I thought would be. Yeah, no, I'm gonna still snap it on an Emiko because she's the one that like will less likely to break out.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
And then she'll look to the other one and say, "Restrain him too."
Maybe
to the
take her
rest.
bracelet away.
Can I do that with my same action, my same turn, or?
I'll say yeah.
All right, then I'll take her bracelet away.
You can feel a sort of magical sense to it, but it doesn't seem to do anything at the moment.
I mean, I'd probably have to attune to it if I were to mess with
Yeah.
it.
Um,
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Onyx. What would you
I'm
like
putting
to
myself
do?
in melee range, so if she does try to move,
So
punch.
the barbarian hasn't been hit much, so Onyx is going to try and knock him out, as long as the spell holds.
Okay,
So she's just going to punch him in the face.
go for it.
Until
Non-lethal?
non-lethally. She's no longer trying to murder someone.
Okay.
Yeah, Passion talked her out of basically jumping out of the window. Yeah. So she's going to punch him until basically his eyes stop rolling.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's just the go to fuck to.
And since he's paralyzed, yeah.
Yeah, might as well
That's
just how many of them hit, and then roll your crit damage on everything.
yeah, 1, 2.
He actually has not taken much damage at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. He can take it. 3.
I like to think some of your attacks are punches, but the other ones
4.
are you chokeholding because you're grappling them.
No, actually,
Have him
she's
in a
just holding
headlock
him.
and punching the
No,
shit
she's
out of
holding him and is doing this repeatedly.
I'm gonna headbutt you. I'm gonna headbutt you. I'm gonna headbutt you.
Why did you stop the negotiations? Use your head.
Perfect.
Think, barbarian.
Oh my god.
So, what's your damage?
One moment. I have to tally. I'm tallying it all up. Because he. Oh shit, he does have resistance to my punches, probably. No, wait, he doesn't.
If he's paralyzed, he would.
Oh.
Still, that doesn't stop the rate.
No, but
No.
last round he didn't
He didn't
get
attack
damage.
or get attacked. He
Yeah.
lost rage.
He got
Oh.
only grappled. He only got grappled. He lost rage.
Does he have rage, or was it just a
No,
reckless
he doesn't
attack?
have rage. He's not. His NPCs don't have rage. They
Yes.
just have more hit points
And resistances.
and resistances. But I think like they only have whatever. That plus.
I'll reveal more about him after we're done.
Okay, and now the additional damage. Good.
The additional damage.
And the rolls, right? I just tallied up all the static damage.
Good lord.
Oh, it's not that much actually. So. Nice. 69 damage.
Nice.
Bludgeoning.
He's still conscious, but barely not doing very well.
Probably
He is
regretting it.
Very tough. He
Yeah,
just
that's
sort
my
of
turn.
like leans back and glares at you. Kind of grins a little bit with blood everywhere.
Well, he can't
Um,
take a punch.
So not Mirai, because Mirai is dead. However, the side of that had been inside of her brain
Pinky in the. I'm not muted. Sorry.
is going to turn around to the one creature that it can see that is within 10 feet and has a brain. And I need an intelligence saving throw from Gruk.
Okay. Oh, that was the D12. That could have been very scary. How's the 21 sound? I'm proficient. It's one of the saving throws I'm proficient in. Druids are weird.
Yeah. So that is his action.
Can't really dash in a free fall. Just has his little legs like.
Yeah.
tried.
That's his action.
He gets a
and
little a good
he-
noodle star. He
He
tried.
flails. He flails some. Yeah. Demona,
He would notice.
what would you like to do?
He would notice. So it's coming towards him is not only a giant eagle, but two giant octopus tentacles on where its feet would have been, are reaching towards it.
There we go. So, how many of our paralyzed friends can still see Demona from this angle? Can they all see her?
Well, one is from where you are, if you haven't moved much, I'd say both of them can see you. You guys are kind of in the sort of center of the room. You can move so that they cannot see you if you would like. There's plenty of stone barriers that Gruk put around.
Other way around.
mean,
I want to.
Technically, I don't think you actually need a stone barrier or something to block the line of sight because they're currently paralyzed. They can't move very much.
That's true too, yeah. But yes, you can move into their line of sight if you would like.
Oh,
yeah, other way. I want it so everyone can see it.
I just realized it's within 10 feet of me, right? The brain thing?
Mhm.
Alright, on its turn, then I say can't escape via telepathy.
Nice. So, okay, so I do want to move to where they can all see me.
Mhm.
Because what I'm about to do, I am hell bent on doing this before the game is done tonight.
Mhm.
Firestorm?
Give me a second. I am going to go ahead and overchannel this. However, as the second overchannel, I take 2d12. Yes, 2d12 necrotic damage to make sure the spell's maximized.
Here, you can borrow mine.
You're right.
No.
So first off, I'm going to go ahead and take the necrotic damage. So that's 14 necrotic damage.
Wow, can I have your d12?
You take 2d12 per spell level,
Oh,
I believe.
my.
Is it not?
Double checking. If you use this feature again before you finish your long rest, you take 2d12 necrotic damage for each level of the spell. Fuck me.
Man, Scotty's like, I wish I had the song Bark.
Okay.
No.
What spell is this?
Give me a second. I don't think I can survive that.
It's
think
a
it's a
wizard
high-level
thing,
wizard
not a
effect.
not a spell.
Like a restless wizard. Got it.
I will fight you, Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, per each level of the spell. Damn it.
So how many d12s are we talking here?
It would have been 14d12 if I was going to do that. So,
Oh, by the way, it cannot be mitigated in any way.
Yeah.
too.
oh yeah, I'm
So
fairly
never
aware of
mind
that
then,
one.
Scotty. You couldn't even mitigate that because that would take healing cover
Mhm.
would be mitigating
So,
the damage.
I
That
can't.
wouldn't work.
Okay, I can't freaking maximize it. Woe to me. However, standing in front of them, just smoking on that cigar, in between Demona's horns, coalesces a bright bead of flame
Mhm.
as I cast Delayed Blast Fireball. And as my free action, Demona will talk to all four of our little compatriots here and specifically say, surrender or be subject to the flyer. And I hold concentration on the bead.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
207.
No, but how does the 23 sound with a nat 20?
Nice.
So, how convincing are you right now?
It's the cigar.
No, because Onyx just sees you currently basically putting the pin on a grenade and being like, I don't care if this explodes.
Well, you also know that I can sculpt it around you.
Onyx is going to be like, oh yeah, well I can eat it.
Fair. I will say Onyx has seen it enough that she does remember that Demona can shape spells around allies.
Did that ever happen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
it's
rarely.
definitely happened.
You're currently
Yes,
muted,
Vex,
Vex.
I have sculpted spells around us before.
You've
Okay.
sculpted a
I have
fireball.
never
I think.
remembered.
Can't
I've never remembered you
Put it by
sculpting
head.
spells around us.
I actually completely forgot about that feature of Evocation Wizards right now.
You usually do it to Tomo.
That's why. Uh-oh, did my internet just crap out?
We heard
Hey.
that.
We can
Can
still hear you.
Oh,
Oh.
the Twitch stream. Oh,
Oh.
it looks
Yeah,
fine.
everything froze on me, so
Oh,
it's fine.
okay.
We're back. Whatever.
Okay. So, Hayato is still paralyzed. Doesn't seem to react, but
You just hear all around me our familiar faces being played on a kazoo as it zooms in on their face.
His turn.
The original
he
version or the one
makes
from
a
the-
saving throw.
The original.
Never mind. Oh. That's good too.
What's your DC?
Spell DC?
18.
Vex?
Sorry.
They roll 17. Or did they just
Rolled
roll
a
18?
19.
Ooh.
Nice. So he is safe. So he's
He does not move though. This is sort of a metagaming thing. You guys wouldn't know. I don't think you would know that he passed until he does something.
I would. I'm pretty sure Passion would, because Passion would know that her spell was broken on him.
It doesn't say that in the spell, though.
The spell hasn't ended though. It ended
know,
on
but
one
you'd
target.
still-
The spell doesn't say that.
I'm pretty sure even then, like, you would
I mean, I
know.
think you're pretty sure, like, when you can feel that your currently your entire body isn't, like, completely
unable to do anything, and your muscles are basically just no longer tensing up in a way that prevent you from moving at all.
Maybe they could try a deception or something.
Are they trying to deceive us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll say that.
definitely. Maybe
I'll say that.
just a passion or something. I don't know.
Yeah, passion. Go ahead and make a insight check, and I will say because it is your spell and you are very familiar with how it works, you do get advantage.
Right. That is a 22.
For a second, you just get this weird thing where, like, at first you're like, okay, no, he's still there. Did he just blink when he shouldn't have been able to? It's a very, very minor tell, but you're pretty sure he wasn't supposed to be able to move that way, that he just did. You beat him by just a few points.
Passion will immediately call that out. Say he's out of the spell.
That's his turn. Gruk, you are plummeting to the ground with a brain 10 feet away from you.
All right.
You just told it, no escape, and you hear back in your brain this sort of garbled language that's hard to decipher. Even though it's telepathy, it's sort of distorted and strange. But you get the gist that it basically translates to shit, 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 shit.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Gruk's beak opens up, and the 6 other tentacles from the octopus part of me comes out of the beaks, and my first 2 main tentacles, instead of a talent attack. 15.
15 hit the side of... Does hit.
Okay. This is all non-lethal.
Okay.
A whopping 10 bludgeoning, and they are grappled.
Okay.
And then instead of my normal beak attack, it's more tentacles. Because...
Okay.
Wait, are they restrained, or are they just... Let me double check.
What are they mixed with? Is it giant octopus?
Of course, giant octopus.
They're restrained.
Yeah, okay. So do I have advantage on the second attack, then?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I always forget how restrained...
Yeah, if they're
grapple.
restrained, you have advantage to hit them, and they have disadvantage to hit you.
Okay.
Or anyone else.
These tentacles, I'm just going to say instead of piercing, it does bludgeoning. And it's just the beak attack, and it's just more thematic, creepy factor. Okay. I rolled 16 to hit.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah.
And I rolled minimum damage, so 4 bludgeoning. Is it still moving?
Okay. It does seem to still be flailing around. And
then I start flying up with it.
You do hear in your brain something to the effect of a word that you know means like counter defense or something like that. But it cannot break out of the hold that you have on it. Its strength is pathetic comparatively.
That's my turn.
I'll say that you can
I have 80-foot fly, so I don't know how much it took to get down to it for the attacks.
It only took I think 6.
The reach of my
You can get
the reach
you
to
can
the
get back up
tentacles
to
is 15 feet.
It had only fallen 60 feet, so you can get back up to the hole in the window, but the issue is that you are now much bigger than the hole is. I will say you can drop the brain thing through the window on your next turn.
It's still moving, so I definitely don't do that.
But getting back inside might be a challenge at this point.
So you all see a
Emiko.
flying Cthulhu horror outside.
It's not even including
Holding
the
another
intellect hour.
Cthulhu horror. Emiko is unconscious. Ikari sort of reels back and holds out her gun at the gigantic eagle thing and then sees the brain thing and points it at that. And looks to the rest of you. Are you guys seeing this?
The bird is with us. Not
Are you
so
seeing
much the
the
brain.
other one?
That's what jumped out earlier.
Great. Can I shoot it? Or do we need it?
If I can with my movement, if
Don't destroy it.
I see that, I actually will use myself as a shield and face away from them.
She very slowly lowers
There's
it,
your
but
answer.
only just a bit.
Am I the only one who doesn't like the idea of keeping an intellect devourer around?
No, I have full intentions of burning
No,
the piss
I
out
want-
of it if it wasn't for them.
No, I
No,
mean,
I would
Gruk
like it
seems
dead.
like Gruk seems like the only one who's attached to not killing it.
How close are they
Because-
to me when they're pointing the gun?
Because I have a 13 intelligence. I don't feel very safe with that thing around.
Are they within 30 feet? of me?
Above average.
The woman holding the gun.
Yeah.
She's just on the other side of the glass.
Okay,
So,
she would hear via telepathy, don't shoot.
great.
And it's the Corgi
Wish-
Gruk's voice, I guess. Because he
Oh,
was
good,
talking to
that was
everybody
the dog.
via telepathy
Great.
anyway.
Great. Okay. I would like this day to be over.
Same.
Okay. At this point, the president has approached the table,
Tastes bad.
found his cell phone and made a call. And at that point, you guys all hear thundering movements as a group of what looks like well-armed mercenaries come banging through the like service door that all of the staff had fled through, and fall into the room, pointing guns at everyone, until President no, and points out the ones, and a lot of guns on that thing, not the bird, the brain thing. I think that's right? Looks to Passion.
Passion will nod. Yes.
Great, yeah.
Bird
that-
thing. The bird horror is with us. The other horror is not.
And one
Did the
of
stone wall block any of this?
I
didn't know if it
stopped
was like-
concentrating on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We would have dropped concentration when you wild shape, wouldn't you?
No.
No.
No, I thought that does drop it.
No.
Whose,
You're thinking polymorph.
Yes, I am.
whose turn is it currently on?
I went
Cyberus.
and then
Okay.
they were going to shoot, I think.
Yeah,
So it
this
was their
is all
turn.
of the NPCs, and now it's Cyberus.
It seems like everything's under control. How far are we from the roof?
You guys know that you're in the penthouse. It's probably only like another 20 feet up or so to get to the roof.
That's where I was
All right.
planning on going. So
I'm
that
going
makes sense.
to activate my burst jets for the first time
Yay!
and fly onto the roof, out the window.
Okay.
So you get to finally say it. You jump out the freaking window.
Yes, I jump out the window, but I go up instead of down.
Oh,
Oh, I just thought
all of these
something.
people with their
President
backup
just looks like-
strategies for jumping out of windows.
I would have said something like, "I'm gonna meet him on the roof."
I know
I'm
a
not just
super
gonna...
extra thing a wizard could do at our levels. When I think about it, it's only 20 feet up. You said to the roof, right? They cast reverse gravity just outside, and they just go out and go whoop, and they fall to the roof.
Oh, I would hope they would.
Such a waste of a
They'd have to
spell.
I
jump
know.
out the side of it, though, wouldn't they?
It would be so extra, but
Hey, Scotty,
yeah.
if I didn't have more of the people inside as a priority for Demona right now, I can cast fly on myself and literally just go out the window after you.
Yeah, that's much more
Um,
effective for spell slots.
Yeah, so I'll say Cyberus, you can make your way to the roof. Passion. I'll say at this
Yes.
point, yeah, no, we'll stay in initiative just because he broke free
Yeah,
of the
no.
spell, and you guys
If
haven't
he-
gotten to that yet.
If he's broken this, is it my turn or?
It is your turn. Yeah, you know that.
Alright. If
You're
he broke
fairly
the
certain
spell
he-
and I called it out, all right.
That's safe.
Well-
No, I'm kidding.
Passion is going to use her deadly accessory. She's
Okay.
gonna attack him. He wants to fuck around. He's gonna find out. I'm doing this non-lethally, but I'm still gonna deck him.
Non-lethally fuck him up. Got it.
He is also
So that
still
is-
grappled.
Yeah, that's a nat
Yeah.
20.
If you throw him outside, I could grapple.
Roll again.
All right.
Could watch him fall.
Roll to confirm. 16 to confirm.
Okay, so whatever your max is, and then roll again.
So my max plus roll again. All right.
Mhm.
So
Everybody rolling big numbers tonight, except for me.
35 damage.
How would you like to knock him out? That is exactly how much hit points he had left.
So passion, more or less. I think I've always just.
I was just gonna say,
What?
discombobulate. You just eyes of the head.
Passion always uses her. It's a like chopstick that she keeps in her hair. Just kind of, like, more or less just uses it, like just punches him with her fist with it between it. That's her non-lethal way. She's not stabbing him. She's just punching him.
Nice.
And more or less, it's just being used to make the punch hurt more.
Nice. Okay. So he is down. The grappled Saege in Bird Gruk's hands
Mm-hmm.
is gonna do the same thing because he doesn't have many more options. Intelligence save.
15.
Have a little bit of a headache, feels like starting, but doesn't seem to have much effect
Wait,
past that.
do Void Rai have anything for that? Would that have been psychic damage?
It would have been, yeah.
I
So
think I
you
just
would
have.
have taken half damage,
I
but
think I just have resistance to damage. It's
Yeah.
not like anything else. But
immunity, no.
Okay.
That is Saidev's turn. Demona, is there anything you would like to do?
oh, I just remembered that thing needs to roll 2 corruption saves.
Oh, good. So typically while you guys are here and you have the charm, your attacks don't... I think I ruled
It's
that your attacks
just-
don't do the corruption stuff.
It's specifically because I'm wild shaped.
Okay. Alright. He does not have... Is it every attack?
Yeah.
Oh, but you've only technically attacked him twice.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it's just been a sustained grapple. Okay, yeah. All right. And now, was Demona doing anything?
I do want to ask if all of our not so friends are completely restrained as of yet, or in this case, unconscious.
Both are unconscious, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The only other unfriendly that you know of is the brain thing, and it seems like Gruk is probably heading to the roof with it, considering he can't fit back through the window with it.
Okay. Then,
Go ahead.
in that case, I walk over to the window, not to be undone by anybody. I cast fly and jump out the freaking window.
Okay.
What do you do with your little delayed blast fireball?
The grenade.
It is still under concentrate.
No, it's not.
No,
No,
Fly
it's
is
not.
concentrate.
Fly.
Oh shit, never mind. I apologize. I missed that. I do not
You-
jump out the window.
You pseudo
Okay.
rocket jump your way out.
Jesus. Oh, I mean, I
Demo-
don't know why I missed that.
Jump
I'm
out
so
the
sorry.
window and there's an explosion.
Hera, all I can think of is Soviet Womble thing, the dead man switch, where he ended up getting kicked from the
Oh,
server
that's
and
horrible.
detonating everything.
I am so terribly sorry.
Can you cast Dispel Magic on it? Because I don't think you can cancel it out normally.
I don't think I have.
I mean, you could yeet it out the window.
You're gonna have to
and then
yeet it out
explodes
the
in air.
window.
I don't know if you can cast a spell magic on a delayed blast fireball, can you? I guess you could.
It's a spell,
spell
and you can
effect.
dispel it.
Okay, no. If that's the case, I'm going to continue holding that until
Okay.
I'm completely certain that
I think you
the
have
rest
like
of them are.
I can dispel it.
No, don't dispel it. Jesus Christ!
I
people.
would only do it if you told me to.
It's
Okay.
it's 10 rounds, right? Like at the 10th round, you can't hold it
Yeah.
any longer, and it explodes.
Correct.
Correct.
I also just want to point out how it looks. You're basically holding a loaded grenade when just a bunch of mercenaries that are hired by the state walk in.
Well, they might think it's like a light spell. That isn't very bright.
It does not look like a.
It's just
so
a
one,
little
you're not a
bead.
normal tiefling.
I know.
2, it's a 7th level spell. It describes a bead, but it is very clearly not just light. It looks different.
Also, let's be honest here. Like, once you get to 7th, 8th level spells, like, those spells are so legendary that people would know them from sight. Because
they at least know that it's not a cantrip.
Yes.
They might not know exactly what it is or how dangerous it is, but they sure as fuck know it's not light.
I know what Demona should do. Demona should.
Well, no, stop. Okay.
So,
you would heal it.
What is Demona doing?
That's okay. Fuck it. Just ruin all of my surprises, Scotty.
Sorry.
Okay. Just to the meta the piss out of this, just to stop the fuckery. Are we considered out of initiative as far as the others are concerned? They're unconscious or they're restrained. We don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will go to the corner opposite of everybody else so that it's only a 20 foot radius. Let me confirm that. Yeah, so the 20 foot radius is in the corner, so it effectively only hit the wall and me.
Okay.
And then detonate it and use my reaction to heal for it.
Okay, I will say people are going to react because the explosion did just go off. They are aware. Benziva has told them that you guys are friendlies. They do see that you've moved away. But yeah, when the flames do die down, every gun in the room is pointed at you except for the one that Akari is holding, basically, and those of your allies.
Okay, but at least I heal 84 for that.
Mm-hmm.
I would apologize. Trying to do this in character. Apologies. That was meant to heal, not damage.
It's pebble size, right? I like to imagine you just like ate a hard candy and just burped some smoke.
No, I want the full explosion, Scotty.
I mean, you can't not make the full explosion.
When you end concentration, or when you decide to end it, that bead blossoms into a low roar of an explosion that spreads around corners.
Yeah.
It's a big ass fucking explosion.
So you belch really loud, and then you say,
No, I don't eat the...
Anyway, so...
Any of the goons standing next to Onyx, like, she's, like, basically just gently putting her finger on the tip of the gun and just, like, pushing it gently down to the guy on the ground. Like, that's where your intention should be. Onyx is also aim at the head.
Yeah.
I think there's one of those other brain
He just
things
lets
in
you
there.
do that. and like looks to the president sort of nods. And it is getting late. I will say that we will pick up next time. All of the people that are on this floor
can we at least do the stuff
are
on
out
the
of
roof?
initiative. And okay, yeah, I'll say so. At
Because
this point,
I can end it at this round.
Okay. Gruk and Cyberus, Cyberus, you make your way to the roof first, and then Gruk, your turn is next, and you can then land on the roof next to him if you would like. The roof up here is completely like metal. There are a handful of like air conditioning units and various things.
You hear almost like styrofoam squeaking noises as Slippery Brain is getting squeezed by slippery tentacles. And I'm going to spend a 4th level spell slot, and it needs to make a corruption save with disadvantage.
Okay.
Since I already have a
no idea what's
grapple,
happening.
I have advantage to hit. Not that
All right.
matters. Yeah, dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, so what are the results of failing and gaining a level of corruption from you?
It's same as normal.
Okay.
So it would gain a level of corruption.
Okay.
But in addition to that, it takes 6d6 damage total. 4d6 of that
shit.
being necrotic.
Okay, roll your damage.
Oh, my d6s roll much better than the d12. Sorry, I'm gonna shit on you, d12. That's like those are like the first rolls I've done on you, and that was horrible. So 28 damage with a mix of bludgeoning and necrotic. That'd be
28, wow.
non-lethal.
bludgeoning
You,
and
you can't do
necrotic.
spells non-lethally.
It's not a spell. It's my attack as a wild shape. I do an extra damage with it.
Wow, really? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's one
what,
of the things I
what was the
actually
damage?
like.
28.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not looking great. It's very beat up. It's bloodied, and you can. I will say you can tell that level of corruption has taken effect, but you don't know what it does yet.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Because you know that a lot of them are not visible.
And I guess the other attack, because I have multi-attack.
Okay, go for it.
Because I want to make sure this thing's unconscious before next session. 14 to hit.
Hits on the dot.
Okay. And I'm going to spend a first level spell slot.
Okay.
You'll need another corruption save, not a disadvantage. 6 damage.
All right. Okay. It is still up, not looking great.
Darn,
I'll say
okay. All
Wait,
right.
Cyberus, you can see that
This thing has a lot of health.
Eagle Octopus Gruk is currently chewing and flailing on this brain. I'm just imagining you're like chewing on it, realizing it's not working as well, and just use the tentacles to like slam it on the ground a couple of times and then put it back in your mouth a little bit and chew on it some more.
Mm-hmm.
And it is still struggling very much and trying to get the fuck out of there. Actually, its turn would be next.
Can you use action turn to escape, or is it going to try to brain blast me again?
Fuck no. It's gonna hold its action.
It hears rest now.
Cyberus, what would you like to do?
I can tell. Can I tell that Gruk is trying to keep it alive, or would I know that was the plan?
I would think so, because the Cthulhu horror is like trying to
I would
squeeze
say
it,
you
but
could tell
carefully.
he could probably swallow it if he wanted to. And knowing Gruk, that kind of seems like in character. So it seems like there's some reason he isn't trying to eat it.
Okay. Range attacks could be non-lethal too, is it only melee?
Depending on the range attack, yeah, you can do
As long as it's not a spell.
Oh yeah, it's not a spell. I don't have those. I'm gonna get within 20 feet and throw my shield at it.
Okay.
I don't want to get too close.
Because a non-lethal range attack would be the equivalent of like, you have a gun and you shoot him in the leg or something.
Okay. This is a 28.
Hits, yeah.
10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal, if that matters.
It is hurting, but still conscious.
Oh my god.
And I need Gruk to make an intelligence saving throw.
24.
God fucking balls.
It's no use. I feel like I'm the villain here. The swine.
To a third party, perhaps.
Well, also the lines I keep
The
throwing
brain-
at it.
The brain sort of like crosses its like weird little pointed legs in front of you to sort of block you from hitting and biting it anymore. And Gruk, you hear in your mind, only you hear this, the corruption. I can give you more where that came from. Just don't end me.
Roll insight on that.
Go for it.
Sorry for delaying the ending, everybody. Dirty 20.
It seems like it's telling the truth. But it also is probably willing to offer you literally anything to get out of here alive.
Don't need. I believe it, too. I'm sure it can find me more corruption. But I can literally go upside down. I can go up to a spaghetti monster and upside down and be like, corruption, wee.
Yeah, that's what it offers, and it is. Not sure what else to do. I will say at this point, you're probably not going to fail your saving throw. Cyberus is smart enough to stay out of its range. You can take this thing to unconscious if you would like.
Okay, I do.
Yeah.
You want me to roll, or would just say it's?
I'll say you can just smack it around a bit enough until it is unconscious and no longer moving.
Then I spit it out.
Yeah.
And I revert
I'll
back.
tie it up.
You have a jar.
A jar? I have rope.
Oh, that reminds me, Gruk, I'm gonna need a couple of saving throws from you.
Oh boy, what kind of saving throws?
These are.
Is it a sniper that's going to do 70 damage?
It's con saves. No.
Okay.
I bet it's related to that other stuff.
So you attacked it, I think 6 times.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. So 6 saves.
Oh, okay, I get you. Well, the first one's a 4.
Okay.
19. 12. 22. 19. And 10.
Okay. All right.
Well, that was nuts, as I cast Heal on myself, which cures me of all diseases and whatnot.
Okay. And we will pick up there next time, I'll say. With you guys returning with a very bruised and bloodied, and limp Sidev. The rest of the group that has now the other 2 individuals either unconscious or unconscious and handcuffed and surrounded with a ton of military people with guns on them. And we'll pick up there next time. Actually, I lied. Of the people in this room,
We all explode.
who has the highest passive perception?
I have
It's Gruk.
14.
It's always Gruk.
They're
Oh,
on the roof.
Yeah.
Onyx,
Yeah.
Onyx, Passion, and Demona.
probably Onyx.
If smell and if we count smell and hearing within it, it might be me because I have like heightened smell and.
I'll say then
heightened
hearing. Yeah, I'll say your heightened hearing would work for this.
I have
not
11, so
Then I have 16.
I've got keen hearing because of my corruption levels, but only 11
Okay.
on passive perception, if that matters.
Okay, so I'll say both Onyx and Demona. Both of you hear a very quiet and sort of look around and realize you hadn't seen Tomo during that whole fight. And sort of halfway through the floor, you see what looks like her helmet, but is sort of spectral and incorporeal. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll pick up there next time when these redonkulous idiots try and patch this up, maybe interrogate some side devs and possibly infected individuals, and then figure out what they want to do next. Real quick, going around plugs. I'm gonna go with Vex. Do you want to go first?
sure. Well, you can find me, me and a few other people on this channel here on every other Thursday. It would have been this week, but due to some people, due to some issues, we didn't play. So in 2 weeks, we'll be playing that game, which is Saffron Academy, hosted by Aya. It's great. It's a blast. You should check it out. The other game, I'm going to kind of pimp, is Hera's game. Who she normally would do that, but she told me to do it for her. So, on Sundays, not this Sunday, next Sunday, we have Starfall Academy, where in our last session, we found out that we didn't actually time travel. We ended up having part of time kind of got cut and spliced into our current area. So we are in modern day Germany with pieces of 1400s Germany inside in this area as well. So we got into my character was immediately brought to the hospital because she fucking shattered her legs and most of her body and got into a fight with her supervillain father. So she was not doing so good. But yeah, we managed to get back to our time, and we actually got in contact with some of the teachers from the school who came to help us. And now we've got to figure out how to unfuck this situation. Also, her dad did his evil villain monologue because, super villains.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, come check that out. That's at Sundays at 12:30 p.m. EST.
Yeah. So, I'll say, Luke, do you want to go next?
I got nothing. Just support your parks department, I guess. It's nice to go outside.
It is, yes. Also, he has a Twitch. Go follow him.
I don't really do that anymore.
No.
I retired. I hit my peak and I got out.
Noted. Hera's stuff got covered.
Yeah, I applied for
so
her.
I will go ahead. I write things and stuff. Go check me out on DM's Guild. I co-wrote a 5e Aarakocra and Kenku racial supplement for 5e. It's super cool. It has a bunch of sub-races based on real-world birds and things. It's super fun. It is called Birds of Paradise. Co-wrote it with Florian from Poison Potion Press. Also, go check out Crow and Chimera on YouTube. That is my YouTube channel where Kevin and I post our Baltimore by Night episodes. Our next episode goes up this Monday at noon. It's super exciting. We learn a bit more about whatever weird ritual the Hecate have planned. And yeah, we mostly just learn a whole lot, and I have no idea what we're going to do next. But that's my stuff. Scott, you want to close this out?
Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching and bearing with the extra, 15 minutes we added on at the end there. Just really wanted to end the conflict with the brain. And the next game that will be on this channel will be tomorrow, Saturday, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we continue Chaos Crew, where we just got done with probably the most murdery dungeon ever that we've ever been in. Vex's character was fine, though.
I had a great time. I don't know why. Wait,
how much damage did you take the whole time?
Let me double check. I don't think I even got. I think I just got brought down to half health.
Yeah.
Let me check.
I wasn't at zero multiple times or anything. Might have changed my character's title to the Martyr, but anyway, that will be it tomorrow at 3, and then also tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're finally back with Ghosts of Saltmarsh, where the group is checking out the ruins of a sunken city that was sunken by a kraken 100 years ago. And they're gonna see if they can find their ally, the Resonant the Blue Wizard's mysterious blue bed sheets that he's looking for. And hopefully find treasure for themselves along the way.
Yeah, that's important stuff.
Yeah, details.
Yeah, so we'll see you then, and we'll be back here in 2 weeks to follow up on what comes next. Ciao! Good.